Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. How are all of you? It's good to see you. And welcome to our Sunday edition of the Jim Masters Show Live. Hope everybody is doing well. This is our entertainment lifestyle talk show series that we started many moons ago, something like 300 episodes again. I can't believe it's been that many, just about 7 days a week live with our entertainment lifestyle talk show series, which is here to design a wonderful place for all of us to come together, to create, collaborate, and have a good time, commiserate as well. And we have an international audience of viewers who watch us daily, I think, live. They're very interactive. They like to comment during the show. We invite you to comment during our show as well if you'd like to. And again, it is a very interactive entertainment lifestyle talk show series. We started this back in April of last year as a way to connect, of course, but we fashioned it as one of those old school talk shows, chat shows you may remember from the past. You know, of course, like when Johnny Carson was on, or Dick Cavett, or Dick Clark, or some of the really great presenters and hosts and talk shows. Some of those old school, sensibilities of bringing back the lost art of conversation and coupling that with great entertainment, amazing guests and host chat, viewer chats, and so much more, and bringing in the modern sensibility and modern vibe of today. So sort of taking two worlds and merging them together, the old school talk show conversational style with a modern vibe and modern twist of today. And that's what we've been doing week after week after week. Extraordinary guests from television, film, music, Broadway, Hollywood, science, health and wellness, food, culinary arts, comedy, sports, inspiration, the entertainment lifestyle talk show series, the Jim Masters Show Live. We literally talk about all of it and we celebrate it all. So if you're watching for the first time, we welcome you. Thanks for joining us here. We're here generally, our regularly scheduled time is 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, live right here on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. Sometimes we do it on our Facebook page as well at Jim Masters TV. We're doing an earlier episode today because one of our guests is in Belfast, Ireland. So it's a little bit late there. So we wanted to make sure that the fans and followers of the Rumjacks, that's right, that's who's with us today, will be able to watch, in Ireland, Scotland, England, and other parts of the world. It's a little late. It's actually, I believe it's tomorrow already in Australia. I know a lot of folks watch us from Australia and New Zealand. We have an international audience. So from wherever you're watching, we welcome you. It's good to have you here. As always on the Jim Masters Show Live, first class operation here. We always toast everybody. So we toast you and you and you and you. Sometimes I think I'm in church, you and you and you and you. But grab your glass, throw some ice in it. It's about 3 in the afternoon here. So many of you might be having coffee or something, or something lighter, but good to have you with us. Welcome. We have amazing guests who are joining us here on the show. And it's my pleasure to welcome them in just a second. John Mckelvey and Mike Rivkes of the Rumjacks. And Johnny's been with the group since the origin and is the bass player. And Mike is the new lead singer. And you're going to hear some amazing brand new music. We have a world exclusive premiere actually here on the Jim Masters Show Live of some really, really fantastic music you're going to enjoy. You're going to be energized. You're going to be enthused. You're going to have a good time. The music is really invigorating. It's going to wake you right up. First, let's take a look at some of the comments coming in here. Hey, Willie is watching. She's watching from the Netherlands. Good to have you with us watching from the Netherlands. And welcome to the show. Good to have you with us, sending us tulips from the Netherlands. We welcome everybody as well. Karen Campbell Green, who's still celebrating her birthday weekend. Congratulations, Karen. She's in Nova Scotia, Canada. Good to have you with us, Karen. And of course, another one of our great lovities, our great viewers. They call themselves the Lovities because I was saying the show has a lot of, light love, levity. And I said love and levity too fast in the summertime. I said lovity. So from that day forward, they call themselves the viewers of the Lovities. I'm Mr. Levity. This is Levity Hall. Hey, you know what? The world could use a little more of that about now, right? So Juanita is watching in South Africa. She's one of our regular Levity viewers in South Africa. Good to have you with us, Juanita. Get ready to start dancing and having a good time with us, Juanita. I know you like good music. Crystal in Connecticut, USA. Hi, Jim and everyone. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a fantastic day and looking forward to an exciting show. Amazing music, inspiring conversation, and of course, the famous Lovity. Good to have you, Crystal. Anne is here from Florida. Good afternoon, Jim and Lovities. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. You too. Merlin is here from Innerkip, Ontario, Canada. Good to have you with us in Canada. Amy is here. She says, hello, Lovity squad. Cool. Mary Bishop is here as well. Good to have you with us from Florida. Kathy Short is here as well from Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome, Kathy. It's nice to have you here as well. Nan Milligan is here. Happy Sunday, Nan. I love it. And so many great comments here. We've got Rugby Scott here. Hello from Scotland. Sláinte. Yes, the Irish toast and Scottish toast. Good to have you with us from beautiful Scotland. We love it. Again, we do have an international audience, and it's always a pleasure to have you here. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. Mary says, welcome, the Rumjacks. Yes, Johnny is in Belfast, Ireland, and Mike is in the greater Boston area. Actually, Mike is involved right now in a production session. He's doing some recording. So we really appreciate both guys taking time out of their Sunday when they could have their feet up and they could just be chilling out to join us here on the Jim Masters Show Live. So good to see everybody. And let's take a moment first to tell you a little bit about the group. And I think it's just really cool to have the guys here on the show because, they're really busy right now. They've got some amazing new music that's coming out and some real world premieres too. Coming up in March, the new album is coming out. And if you want to get any of their material, of course, they're on Apple Music, YouTube, and also the Rumjacks.com. The Rumjacks.com is the website where you can check out all their new music. Hestia is the 5th studio album from the Rumjacks. You're going to actually hear the song, one of the songs on our show, that particular song here exclusively in a music video that they so generously sent to our show to share with all of you. It's the 5th studio album from the Rumjacks, and it marks a new era for the band. The album really introduces new lead singer Mike Rivkes, whose songwriting skills have rejuvenated the Rumjacks' collaborative spirit. Hestia takes the energy of traditional folk music, lights it on fire, then sprinkles it with ash, dark, gritty, historically aware. This music is grounded in the character of the rebel. When writing Hestia, named after the Greek goddess of home and hearth, band members Mike, who's of course vocals, Johnny on bass, and Gabe with Born guitar, Adam Kenny, Zuki and mandolin, and Pietro della Sala drums. They apply their diverse American, Australian, Italian, and Irish perspectives, create a new globalized iteration of the Celtic punk legacy dating back to the Pogues, with a punk and ska and hard rock sound pulsing through their veins. Now, this album was really cool because it's tough to do albums right about now, but this particular one was recorded under strict COVID conditions in Milan, Italy, where the band stayed and created this new album through August and September and October of 2020. For 12 years, the Rumjacks have written songs that you cannot help but start singing by the second chorus too, even if you have never heard them before. And in their short career, they've released 4 acclaimed studio albums, 2 live albums that capture their most renowned asset, their electric energy on stage. That organic energy has garnered them a far-reaching fan base. The lead single you're also going to hear, Sainted Millions, gives longtime Rumjacks fans exactly what they need: loud, fast, rousing, and fun. It is really cool to have Mike and Johnny here on the show to talk about the group. We're going to share some great music together and so much more. Let's welcome Johnny from Belfast and Mike from Boston. Hey, guys, good to have you with us. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Cheers, Sláinte.
Yeah, Sláinte.
So how you guys doing today? It looks like, pandemic or otherwise, you've been busy. You've been creating and you've come out with this really cool new album. How did that all come about? I mean, not so easy to do it under the COVID restrictions, but you're able to put this together in Milan. Not too shabby a place, huh?
Pretty decent little spot, yeah. It was quite hard, I guess, in a sense, to get 5 people from 5 different countries at the same place at the same time to record an album. So the fact we got to do that was a surprise to us all, I think, in the first place. But once the logistics of that kind of got out of the way and we were physically there, we just kind of switched on, and it was time to work because we knew we had a little bit of time, but after that, didn't know what was going to change. So every day after that, we just worked hard on Hestia, and we got an album out of it.
That's really, really fantastic. And again, what was the choice about doing it in Milan, Italy? What was the draw to have you guys do it there?
Our manager, he owns a studio in Milan, and our recording engineer is our tin whistle and bagpipe player, Maurizio. So it just made sense to do it there, which was great because it made the whole album like a DIY album. There's no outside, influence. This is just the band and their manager making an album on their own.
That's really, really cool. Welcome to the group, Mike. This is pretty exciting for you. Let's talk a little bit about how that came to be, how you ended up being brought in as the new lead singer for the this very popular, well-known group, the Rumjacks.
Yeah, thanks for the welcome. It was a very big shock when the band called me, and Johnny, he was like, "Hey, can you FaceTime tomorrow at 12 noon?" So it was a scheduled video call, and I'm like, "That's strange." Okay. I thought they were gonna have me do a music video for them or something because I'm a filmmaker.
Right. Right.
And then I get on the call and they're all sitting there on like a couch or a bed. They're like, "Hey, Mike," and I was like, "All right, what's this about?"
Yeah, no pressure at all. Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. You want to join the band? But
yeah,
that's it. That's what friends are for. So what were you doing prior to that, Mike? Tell us a little bit about some of your background prior to becoming a part of the Rumjacks.
Yeah, so actually when they called me, I was in the car waiting to drive to a show because that was the last show that my band played. My other band, Mickey Rickshaw from Boston. That was the last show we played. That was March 9th. That was about a year ago. And so, yeah, I have a band back home and career filmmaker, commercials, documentaries, music videos, all that stuff.
Very cool.
That's just pretty much it.
So then that call came, and then for you, Johnny, too, I mean, you're one of the originals. Tell us about being one of the originals, the formation, the origins of the Rumjacks. For people watching who don't know what Rumjack might mean, tell us about how you guys picked the name and what was the vision for the band in the beginning going forward and your involvement?
I wish I could give you an amazing story about the name, but I can't. It was like 11 years ago now. I can't pinpoint the exact way we came up with the name. I think we were trying to come up with cool names or whatever and this and that. And a few were floating around, which won't be repeated because they were bad. But I think Rumjacks came out of like a ridiculous name. There honestly isn't like a wild story to it, to be honest. It was short and simple, I think.
And that's it. It's got a cool name to it too.
But it started, I guess, if you will, in the Blue Mountains, kind of western Sydney, about 2 hours west of Sydney. Some original members we all met kind of by chance, and it was pieced together. The beginning, the first kind of 6 to 12 months was a bit like I was in a band at that time, and some of the other members then were in bands. So it was kind of just pieced together, and we kind of just did what we could with what we had. The first drummer was the drummer in my band at the time. I played in a rockabilly band, and he said, "Look, I'm never joining the band. Like, I'll help you out until you're sorted." So yeah, the first 6-12 months was a bit of chopping and changing, and then we met Gabriel. We played at a tattoo convention, and we met Gabe, and he joined and whatnot. And Adam, weirdly enough, Adam was in the band from the beginning, right? Basically the beginning. But then he was moving to Canada, a bit of a change of life, and try something new. And he went there, and I don't think it was working out too much. And it was, he was considering coming back. And when he joined the band, he was actually the guitarist. So he left. We got a new guitarist and whatnot. And then he basically said, "Look, I'm coming home. can I rejoin? I'm like, well, your job's taken. Like,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, but he's like, right, I learned something new. So he came back, he learned mandolin and banjo and bouzouki, and then he joined the band again. So kind of all worked out. Yeah.
So as far as, going with the genre of music and the style of music, how do you define the Rumjacks and the style and what it is you guys have always aimed for?
Well, I guess there was always that collective kind of appreciation and love for folk music, Celtic music, and punk rock. Essentially, though, I guess those three. It wasn't a kind of thought through, calculated decision. I will start a band like this, and it will sound like this. Especially with all of us coming from really different backgrounds, and Mike can add as well too. Like, we've all played in other bands before this. It wasn't right. We're not playing folk music from birth. It's kind of we all grew and evolved and listened to music growing up, and like you hear this music from our parents or grandparents, whatever, and it's all cool. But it's the oldies listening to folk music. Who cares really? But then you kind of get into punk rock, ska music, all the rest of that kind of stuff. And then
teenagers don't want to play folk. Teenagers want to play loud music. So that was kind of what we all came up on.
Yeah. So you get that, and then you realize, hey, there's bands that, kind of doing that, and you kind of appreciate it a bit more as well. And then, like I said, there was no real intent. There was no advertisement went to a classifieds magazine or, just a great search for starting a Celtic punk band. It really was just all kind of by accident, and then it pieced together. And that typical line, we didn't know how far it would go. We didn't in that we just started playing. That was it.
Yeah. So what was that first experience like? Do you remember the first time you guys were performing in front of an audience, and then people really started knowing who the Rumjacks were, and then sort of the ball started rolling from there? Because the band is predominantly it's of Australian origin, right? People might think it's from Ireland, but it's actually born of Australia.
Yeah, 100% started in Australia, and I guess once we had enough songs together, we just started playing local punk rock gigs in Sydney, and then enjoyed it. So we toured Australia the best we could, and it's a big country. It's a lot of miles to cover just to play in different cities. And then kind of a bit of traction was made, and we realized a lot of people were listening overseas. And then after a few years, we realized getting outside of Australia was probably the main goal, if you will.
Yeah.
So, we had to do that, and we were very, very fortunate. We worked hard for it, and we did. We were able to piece together some tours in Europe and whatnot, and then that kind of started us, I guess, the leaving of Australia and getting into a bit of a broader market,
And there is this amazing relationship, and I've learned about it too, and just the conversations we've had with guests here on the show, this relationship between Australia and Ireland. A lot of Irish artists, there's a lot of transit between Australia and Ireland, it seems, and a real appreciation for Irish roots, Irish music, and more in Australia, which is might surprise people too. There's this great connection between the two.
Well, those were Australia got their first new residents from. They were Irish prisoners.
Oh, the Irish prisoners. That's right. Exactly.
How's the Scottish accent coming along for Crocodile? I gotta say, people are asking me if I've been asked this before. Am I going to be singing in a fake Scottish accent? I will not. And we're still going to have a lot of respect to the music that was laid, the foundation that was laid, but I'm not putting on accents. It would not feel right.
Good. Yeah, to be able to do that. So some really exciting things have been happening. Obviously, this particular album, Hestia. Let's talk about the creation of the album. We mentioned that, the location, it being done in Italy, beautiful Milan. But tell us about the actual album itself and the vibe and what it is, the message you want to get across with this album for your fans and for our viewers here. And just listening to it, it's really amazing stuff. You guys are very talented. and you know how to have a good time for sure. The Rumjacks know how to have a good time. If you're having a bad day, you gotta connect with the Rumjacks.
It's been
Well, we
parties.
did have a good time in that process. We did have a good time. Well, I did. I think we all did. We basically all thrown together in a city. We all lived together in this little apartment block kind of a thing in Milan, and it was fun. It was trying at times, but we had a really good time. We did the best we could. And,
I think Mike, do you have a different story or?
I had a great time. I just learned you cannot try to keep up with these guys when the drinks come out. That was
they are.
Yeah, there was a lot of that, but there was a sense.
There was a lot of that.
you gotta beat them to sleep for the snoring.
Mike's turning red.
There's been a lot of everyone's calmed down a little bit since then, but I guess it's hard when you're all together with your mates, and it's the summer and life somewhat seems normal, you know. And you can
often some of the greatest
have a good time. So
well, they say some of the greatest creativity has happened when people are, a little juiced up, sauced up, maybe. Some of the musicians and artists and singers and performers, and it's just somehow there's a relaxation, there's a creativity that comes oftentimes.
It was like living in a dorm with just your band. So it was, and then instead of like going to work or to school or whatever in this example, we would just get up every morning and then go to the studio and like together getting on the train, the metro, getting, to the little Italian cafes, getting our espresso and toast, and then getting to the studio late, and our manager would yell at us, and then we'd do it all again. It was awesome. Shout out to John Luca, best manager ever. He puts up with a lot. I had to say that because he's watching.
Because he's watching. Welcome.
Because we were late. We were late every morning.
Every day.
Were you really?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So he takes a lot of aspirin and for a headache and upset stomach.
He's
worrying.
A very talented babysitter, put it that way.
He's a very talented babysitter.
Hard worker.
Every day.
Yeah, really. Absolutely. And that's what you got to have a guide, a mentor, somebody that's sort of leading the charge to keep it all together. You guys, obviously, like I said, when you see the videos, when you hear the music and you see you guys performing, you have this great respect for each other's musicianship, each other's talents, right? Sometimes, you have groups where there's always this competition between this one and this one and this one, but it seems like you guys are really collaborative and very cohesive, and the mission is to deliver product that everybody benefits from, and you do it in a way that is sort of very, very collaborative. You're almost like brothers. I mean, you're sort of supporting each other, playing off each other, and enjoying the process with great respect for what each is bringing to the table, right?
100%. I think everyone does that in their own little way, and in their own limits. Like, for example, Pietro's very, very talented. Like, I'm not going to jump in the room and tell him, no, I think you should be doing this. Like, I don't really have that right, But there was many times, like, amongst it as well too, like Mike would have these demos, these songs, whether it was like 10 seconds of or basically the whole thing, where when it came down to like final parts, like, I really enjoyed like getting Mike in and being, look, you wrote this in 30 seconds in your kind of a living room, and it was like, here's an idea for it, but you had a really cool little idea here. What do you think about this for the bass line? Is that going to ruin it, or is that kind of complement the rest of the stuff? So yeah, we all bounced off each other with things like that, but also gave each other enough freedom, like bring each other in and ask advice or, ideas for sure. That was welcomed in every aspect from the beginning to the end for sure. And then, and throughout each individual's times for sure. Like I said, I enjoyed getting Mike in, or, getting Pietro in and feeding off what they did and what their idea was how the bass would go, for example, So
what do you feel, and this isn't any pressure with Mike right there listening, but what is it that you think Mike has really brought to the Rumjacks now, taking you guys to another level and new heights?
Yeah, good question. It's really refreshing. It's a real refreshing feeling, I guess, if I say the four of us, the other four. It was really refreshing, and it was a very positive impact on us. Our drummer Pietro mentioned in an interview that it kind of put music back into the center of the Rumjacks, which was really important. And I think in general, that's when you're recording, when you're touring, everything, like that is very important, you know. And I think Mike definitely brought that back into the center of the room for sure. And we just really enjoyed the process and having him there and learning a lot about him, about each other, and this new idea of recording with someone new in the band. And it was, like I said, the atmosphere changed. It was more positive. It was a lot more fun. We enjoyed it every single day, even if we turned up late, you know. We still enjoyed every process of it. And the impact Mike had that on the four of us was kind of odd at first, in that we were not used to it. Like it was very refreshing and nice to have. So it made us feel more confident, a lot more happier to be recording in that environment.
That's fantastic, Mike. That's great to hear that from Johnny, huh? That you've added some elements to an existing group, because it's not always easy sometimes, even if you're friends, to join something that's already established and already has like an image and a vibe, and people that have worked together for a while, they have sort of their rhythm down, and now you come in as the new guy. Tell us about what that's like and how you've been just welcomed, you know, and the way that Johnny has just described so, you know, perfectly.
Yeah. So as far as the band is like the band itself, a band is a very complex dynamic of people. It's like a marriage between 5 people, you know. So coming into it in a setting in which we were to be working in a collaborative manner, in a creative manner, to make an album, that can go a lot of different ways, you know.
Yeah.
And it couldn't have been more smooth. It was just like, I got these ideas, they had some ideas, and we just started putting them together. And it honestly was just like so easy, to the point where we're like, we are cranking out songs right now, to the point where we almost we had way too many to start choosing from. You know, we ended up cutting the album down to 14 songs, but we went in with about like 30 demos or something like that. And I don't know, I think that we all just lucked out that the dynamic worked out so well.
I think I agree with Mike as well too. Like you're exactly right. It could go in many ways, but it did go very well. And I think as well too for us, like especially since like songs have come out and whatnot as well too, like it would be a lot of pressure for someone like Mike to come in. Like it would.
Yeah, and that wasn't fun.
Yeah, like I
the pressure
that, and I could understand why a lot of people probably wouldn't like it. You know, like it would be, you know, too much, you know, or like this pressure of people loudmouthing, you know, stuff like that. But
yeah,
you know, not like because he's on a camera in front of me here, but like Mike's not a 2-year-old, you know, like able to handle that stuff. And but it's also as well too, it's been proven in the songs. It doesn't have to be proven with, you know, backflips and, you know, fireworks. We're releasing songs, we're releasing music, releasing videos, doing what we've done, and that proves it itself. You know, it's
right.
If there was a doubt, well, there you go. Make your opinion off that. So I guess for the 4 of us as well too, a lot of respect to Mike for what I would assume would be a very, very challenging thing to jump into. You know, like it's not easy. You know, like you can replace the keyboard player in the background maybe, but you change a singer. It's a big thing. You know, so we respect that as well too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anita Daly watching from New York City. Our friend Anita is here. Good to see Anita as well. And greetings from Northern Ireland. Cool. We love that.
Yeah.
That's late there.
I'm 66. I am in Belfast.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying.
You're in Belfast. Yeah, we have a lot of viewers from that area too. I want to show this picture too, because you guys, like we said, when you were doing the album, you followed, you know, all the different COVID restrictions, everything you got to do. Was this photo we have here of that session when you guys were recording?
Yeah, Johnny was a rebellious anti-masker, and he refused to wear his mask for the photo.
No.
Yeah.
And then
Not an
no,
Alaska, which
he left his in his locker.
honestly,
Is this in Milan?
this was in Milan, yeah.
Yeah, when you were recording.
We had recorded our acoustic sessions. That's our friend Andrea Rock. He is a radio DJ for Virgin Radio Italy, and that's his studio. So we did a few acoustic sessions there, and then we're like, let's get a group photo. And he was like, I gotta throw a mask on. I was like, well, I guess we'll all throw a mask on. So that was for him.
Yes, right, exactly. Yeah,
but it's also,
yeah. And it all worked. It's tough. They've come out with a couple of different masks now, designed specifically for singers. It's a whole new world. You know,
I saw one for a tuba player.
Could you?
the hole.
It was a hole. Yeah, I was like,
it's a whole new.
Sounds like that's not a mask.
Yeah. So a couple people are asking where. So Mike is in the United States. I think Karen in Nova Scotia asked. Mike's in the United States and the Boston area, and right now Johnny is in Belfast, Ireland. So we got Belfast and Boston going here. I want to get to some of the music, and we have the actual. Now, this is really something special because we're sort of, it's almost like a world premiere exclusive on the Jim Master Show Live, because the record label and management and everybody graciously gifted us with the ability, and we thank everybody involved and everybody who's helped facilitate you guys coming on the show. We really appreciate it. Everybody that's worked hard, Basil and Anita, everybody. We have the actual music video, and this album, again, it's coming out March, right?
Correct.
Yeah, March 12th.
March 12th. And the rumjacks.com is the website to check out all their music, and this especially. Before we show the video, do you guys want to set it up, what it was like filming it, what it was like putting it together, and again, a little bit more about the song? Really cool stuff.
We're talking about which song? Saint of Millions?
This one here, I think this is Hestia itself.
Hestia. Okay.
Yeah.
Hestia. The video itself was directed by a friend of ours in Italy. He's an incredible director, and he explained to us his vision for the video, and we had no idea what it was going to be like.
Yeah.
Legitimately, he explained it to us, and we were just like,
sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Hands off. I trust him. And it just came out so badass.
And Johnny, how about you?
Yeah, it was the same. Like he sat and we knew he'd worked with like some really cool artists in his videos. Like we'd kind of seen a few beforehand. Like, right, well, we'll see how this goes, you know. And we turned up to this big kind of like studio, and like, this is the first time I've been in one of these things with big lights and all that kind of a stuff. Like again, filming it, like, right, well, let's see how this goes, eh?
Man, do you remember after that meeting, we all just kind of looked around, we're like,
cool. But we knew he was very talented and what he could do. So we're not worried by any means. We're just like, right, let's just see how this goes. We went in and we were just like, right, he took over, and he, I guess for most of us, like being in front of like a camera and filming it's not a real natural feeling. Like it's not. So it is actually good to have someone tell you, no, do this, do that. Like I stand here and all this kind of stuff. So he was great like that, and a cool little crew. We just spent one big day in a studio in Milan, and out came Hestia.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. All right, gang, we're going to actually show you this. This is, it is kind of like a world premiere exclusive because the album is not out yet, at least at the time of this broadcast. You may watch this show on our YouTube channel a year from now, and everything we're saying is past tense, but still, just to have, the ability to share it. And thanks, guys, for sharing all this with us. We really appreciate it, and I know you're really super excited about it, and you work so hard on it. So let's take a look at the Rumjacks doing their thing. This is Hestia. This is from their new album coming out March 12th. And again, the rumjacks.com is the website to learn more. Get ready to go, folks. And 3, 2, 1. We'll be back with more with the gang. Here's Hestia.
those summer crowds with the piercing winds. A cabin stands alone where the woods grow thin. Sharp face protruding through a grin. My soca dear, please let me in. And she could count the scars from the years of horror that she suffered through. Stepping up this time, she knew what she had to do. She felt the moment to her core. Her double barrel put it out the door. Into the mouth of the wolf, you're never gonna take me down. There's still a beating heart beneath the ground. Into the mouth of the wolf, you're never gonna knock me dead. Can I kill what lives inside your head? Knock, 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 steady pounding on the cracking door. Set the hinges flying onto the splintered floor. She knew what it was knocking for. She let a double barrel roar. Into the mouth of the wolf, you're never gonna take me down. There's still a beating heart beneath the ground. Into the mouth of the wolf, you're never gonna knock me dead. Can I kill what lives inside your head? Through a gale, the seabird flies on broken wings. We walk the earth atop the soil of fallen kings. We watch the ruins that remain. Can't strip the violence from the pain. I'll never more pray for rain. Into the mouth of the wolf, you're never gonna take me down. There's still a beating heart beneath the ground. Into the mouth of the wolf, you're never gonna knock me dead. Can I kill what lives inside your head? Into the mouth of the wolf, you're never gonna take me down. There's still a beating heart beneath the ground. Into the mouth of the wolf, you're never gonna knock me dead. Can I kill what lives inside your head? Inside your head!
Wow. Holy cow. That really, again, I saw it before, but just hearing it again in the headphones. And I recommend using headphones, folks, because it's an
Always.
awesome. You just hear every little nuance. Really cool. And I just want to show you, the Jim Master Show Live is very viewer centric and interactive. There's a lot of love coming your way, or as we call it here on the show, lovity. Rugby Scott says, new sound, still undeniably Rumjacks. Can't wait for the album to drop. That's cool. Mona, who's in Louisiana, USA. Good afternoon, Jim, and all the lovities. She's enjoying it. Karen in Nova Scotia. So high energy. Love, love, love it. You guys have a new fan for sure. Austin Field watching in the United States. Great song. He's loving it. Crystal Nolan, who's in USA and Connecticut. Awesome video and music. Jessica Stevenson saying, love this song. So this is really cool. And whether, there's folks watching who are already fans of the Rumjacks or this is their first taste of the Rumjacks, I think they're really enjoying themselves today on our show. Good afternoon, Mr. Lodi. Good afternoon, Lovities. We love that. Ann says, I really like the video and the music. She's in Florida, USA. Juanita in South Africa. Ooh, I love it. You guys rock. Cool video too. Merlin in Canada. Okay, you got me. I love it. Karen says, you got me dancing on my birthday weekend, Johnny and Mike. Really, really cool. And also saying, oh, wow, I love it already. Great sound. You have a great voice, Mike. Woohoo. Rugby saying, sounds fantastic, gentlemen. Really great outpouring of the levity coming your way. It really is terrific. I mean, and the band is tight. I mean, the sound is so tight. It's perfect, you know? That's not easy to always achieve that.
You can thank John Luca and Chrono Sound Factory in Milan for that. They worked very, very hard. And Maurizio as well, who worked with us. Very, very talented people. So very patient with us. Very patient. Not just in our moments.
Oh man, Maurizio has superhuman concentration and patience.
Yeah,
that dude. Yeah, that man is talented, and he mixed the album. He made it just all come together. That tightness that you refer to, that is his work. Like really like being honest. You know, we'd be playing banjo parts, and he's just like button. He's just like, got to do it again, and you're just like. Yeah. Are you sure? And he's like, got to do it.
Yeah.
He's right. And it came out great because of his like, whereas I get lazy with these things, you know, we're artists. We just go, whatever. It's fine. Move on next. And
but
like,
they hear something different. They see the finished product. That's why you need all the different people involved and all the different elements, right? All the different ears and voices, because that way you can really take something and turn it into, you know, a work of art. It really can be something special, as that is. That's the title track from the album, folks. Available March 12th. You can go to the rumjacks.com. Just want to show you some more. Amy saying cool music. She's loving it. Awesome guys. Mona in Louisiana. Welcome to Lovely Hall, Rumjacks. Love your music. Really cool stuff. And Linda, who's watching in St. Augustine, Florida. Nice place to be about now. Nice warm, 80 degrees probably, Linda?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's a great area. We have relatives, actually, family that moved from the north here. I'm in the New York area, between New York and Boston, along the southern New England coast. And they are in Florida there. And they're telling us how it's like 85 degrees, and we're still watching the snow melt here.
I'm in New Hampshire right now. We got like 2 feet of snow.
Yeah. Do you ski? Because it's obvious it's skier's paradise.
Yeah, I am. But I've been living outside of Boston and around Rhode Island, and it's all rain today. And I come up here and I'm like, you guys don't got snow? You guys are lucky. I love the snow.
Yeah, in New Hampshire. Karen is saying March 12th marked on my calendar. Awesome. Thank you. Hey folks, we also have another song here that we want to share. Tell us a little bit about Sainted Millions. We've got that video, we've got that song, and again, we thank the label, we thank PR management, Basil, Anita, everybody, and you guys for sharing these with us here exclusively on our show. Really appreciate it, and all the behind the scenes it takes to do it. So tell us about this song here and the meaning of it for you guys and what it's all about.
So Sainted Millions, the song itself I wrote while walking through an old New England cemetery, because in Newport, Rhode Island, where I'm living, that's we have just the most beautiful cemetery ever.
It's a great place. I love going out to Newport.
Yeah. And just walking through it, I don't know. I just try to walk and have my mind just go completely blank, and that's when song ideas start coming. So then I have this idea. I'm like, what would all these thousands of people beneath their graves? I'm like, what would their song be? So it's kind of it's a conversation between the living and the dead. Like, sleeping Sainted Millions, can you tell me what you know? Sing to me a song you wrote beneath your pile of stone. And then the chorus is them singing back. And we have the different voice in the song. Adam comes in, kind of representing this voice from the afterlife, whatever that may be. And so then the video itself, so that's the premise of the song. It's kind of a weird setting, but the video itself was supposed to be day one of the afterlife, just the vague afterlife. So day after your funeral, and you wake up and all your buddies are there and you just start drinking. And that's kind of what this video is, which I directed and edited. We had a full crew on this one. And yeah, it was in this crazy, weird mansion in the foothills of the mountains of Italy. And yeah, that's how this came together.
Did you guys drink a lot of wine and have some great pasta while in Italy?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Unbelievable.
Very
No.
well,
We don't have, unfortunately, we don't have any video of all of that. I wish we did.
Oh, you should.
making it.
Behind the scenes, the making of.
No, we made pasta and drank wine for a YouTube video. Oh, we should try to hunt down Johnny's 34th birthday video.
That won't be necessary. I did have a birthday while in Milan, and
hide the women and children.
it proceeded to me to drop all my laundry, which I had laundry with me.
Why did you have laundry at the bar?
I had brought my laundry to the bar, and it was seemingly scattered around Milan on the way.
He made a jerking motion.
Well,
for some reason, and his clothes flew all over just the city streets of Milan.
What do they say? The clothes make the man, or something like that. So, you know,
it was my birthday. It's your day. You're allowed to do what you want on your birthday. That's my rule.
And when the clothes went flying all over, did a pack of people come and try to grab everything?
No, they stayed away from them. They were terrified.
They were like,
you would imagine that your closest friends that were there celebrating your birthday with you, like Mike, would help you out, maybe pick them up, but decided he would go to his phone and film the whole thing instead. What a friend.
For the memories.
No, that's it.
Ann Wozniak, who's in Florida, has asked if you guys have ever played at the St. Augustine Celtic Music and Heritage Festival. You would be in a great fit when it returns live.
We have not.
No, we haven't. In fact, we haven't played America. We went there once. We played South by Southwest.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Shows and whatnot, but we haven't. Yeah, and we did tour, but that's actually another time we played with Mike's band. Rickshaw. They played one
how we
show,
met.
but came to another show.
Yeah, Mickey Rickshaw played with the Rumjacks, and that was how we actually met each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you got.
Met each other. Yeah, so that was almost exactly 4 years ago too. We did that.
That's cool.
We were in Austin for St. Patrick's Day 4 years ago. Yeah, so it was around.
Austin, Texas.
Almost 4 years ago, we met Mike.
Yeah, that's a cool city. It's a cool city. Austin, up and coming, growing, and they have. I was on a TV shoot or a TV meet or something with PBS, and that was the first time I was at Austin. It was really, really cool. I mean, you go a couple blocks over from where our hotel was, and you have all of these bars and pubs and music. It's sort of like a New Orleans feel or something. It's just every place there's different music, and there's this and that, and the doors are wide. Hey, we have a special guest.
Mickey Rickshaw's bouzouki player, Kyle. He wanted to say hi to Johnny, and he's out. He's a shy guy.
Well, welcome.
His Boston accent. He's got
4.8 million people just saw you worldwide. Don't worry. No fear. No pressure.
The bathroom is through this room. That's why.
The bathroom. No, keep it what we rehearsed. You wanted to be seen on the Jim Masters Show live, not passing through for the bathroom.
I know. To mystify it.
Secret revealed. But no, it's Austin is really cool because every door is wide open and people are just playing, and it's amazing the vibe that is there. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be back when you can. And Karen in Nova Scotia, Canada, had asked, when touring resumes someday, I hope you'll come to Nova Scotia, Canada. Have you done Canada at all?
No, we
Welcome.
haven't.
Hey,
we would love to because
must be a long line developing at the bathroom there. Everybody's like,
you guys just finished the session.
If you charged $1 for each, you'd be a millionaire.
You want to say hi also now that we got them all? You're interrupting the show. Get out of here. Get out. Come scram. One more hi, Jake.
Hey, welcome. Good
Johnny.
Hey, welcome.
You're looking hairy and big.
Him?
Yeah,
John?
him. You're hairy, but like up here,
that's Mike's other
not as big.
My hair has not been cut since March pandemic. It's usually shorter, like that guy right there. Yours hasn't been. So it hasn't been. So now what's happened is I'm in this challenge of self-imposed. It's I think April will be a year. It's the longest I've ever had it in my life. So I think April will be the year mark. So now it's kind of like I've gone this far. Why don't I see if I can make it all the way to April and go from there, you know? So it's kind of cool, you know? Yeah. But so it's good to have.
After the pandemic, you and Johnny should switch hair.
I could send some to Belfast. Matter of fact, Johnny, a couple of the you have it. Yeah, you have it all here. Take care. Cheers. One of the viewers asked Johnny if the tattoos on your arm mean anything. If there's any symbolism to what they're seeing on your arms with the tattoos.
Oh, not really. There's probably one that means the most, and that's for mom. That's about it. That's to keep mom happy. I know we spell it differently to you guys. But,
yeah, that's cool.
That's probably that's probably cool. The only one. Just so mom keeps happy. That's it.
I think one of the viewers in Canada asked about that. I think it was possibly Merlin. But all right, here's Sainted Millions, folks. Get ready. If you liked Hestia, you're going to really love this too. Again, all of this from their new album that's coming out March 12th. And you can check it all out at the rumjacks.com. If you're getting your first taste of the Rumjacks, everybody's saying they love it. They love the vibe, the sound, the feeling, just the whole thing. It's you know, at a time when everybody's so low and so down and there's just so much negativity and all this nonsense, this makes you feel real good. You know what I mean? It gets you going. It gets your blood flowing. It makes you feel you want to dance. You want to jump. You want to just like shout out the window that you're alive now. Let's live to the fullest, right?
That's absolutely it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. If everyone can get into it and have a good time, that's what it's all about.
Especially with everything, you know, we've all gone through individually and collectively with pandemics, economy, and the craziness here, civil unrest, political craziness in the States. Let's take it as Sainted Millions with the gang, the Rumjacks. And again, you can find all this at the rumjacks.com. March 12th is when it drops. Here we go. Enjoy. Get ready to kick up those feet again.
We are the Sainted Millions, where the howling blackbirds fly. Hand in hand we walk on through, while the tracers pass us by. We are the saints living on the place they hope our schools. So raise a fight for those below, we're singing beneath our shoes. Sleeping Sainted Millions, can you tell me what you know? Sing to me a song and roll beneath your pile of stone. Writings on the ground and reach, so tried and insincere. What do you feel you missed about the dash between the years? Well, I will not fly without the night will cry. And some of the things that led to being kept awake at night. The more you see, the more you grow. From Montreal to Tokyo, so ride the highs and take the lows. And I wouldn't trade it for another. And I would do it all again. And I would treat it like a lover. Right away, take it by the hand. So leave the Sainted Millions, can you tell me what you know? Cut down by the bullet from the rifle of a foe. Stripped and sacked and piled and bleeding lined up in a row. Packed up on a cliff, my ship and chucked into a hole. And it's not the end that we need to revive. Your compatriots remember this to make you come alive. The more you see, the more you grow. From Montreal to Tokyo, so ride the highs and take the lows. And I wouldn't trade it for another. And I would do it all again. And I would treat it like a lover. Right away, take it by the hand. Can you tell me what you know? Sing to me a song you wrote beneath your pile of stone. The questions never answered left a ringing in your ear. You walked around these haunted grounds 1,000 times a year. And the song in your head is a personified lie. There's comfort in a bottle and there's comfort in a sky. From all the time you wash away, you fall in line and join the ranks of those who lived and died among the day. And I would trade it for another, and I would do it all again. And I would treat it like a lover, right away and take you by the hand. And I would trade it for another, and I would do it all again. And I would treat it like a lover, right away and take you by the hand.
Really good. Really, really cool. I love the ending. I like just that sharp ending too. Yeah. That's it. Everybody freeze. Really, really cool stuff. I just want to show you more again of the comments coming in here. The RF30s loving it. Ooh. That says it all.
It's Tom going, ooh.
Juanita, yeah, South Africa. And let's see. I absolutely love Mike's energy. It's contagious. Let's see.
A lot of things are contagious.
What? Yeah. But you know what the best thing is in life, other than maybe love, I guess?
Laughter.
Yes, you got it. Smile. Smile. See?
There we go. You had that ready.
Yeah, we move fast on the Jim Masters Show live. Yeah. I'm from New York originally, so we got to keep keep that traffic flowing.
That's northeast, we know it.
You got to keep going. Let's see. Claps. Speaking of New York, Kathleen is in New York City. She's Claps and Irish Shamrocks, loving it. Austin Fields saying another great show. Thanks, Austin. And let's see. More popping in here. Fantastic from Crystal Nolan. And let's see. Hey, Johnny, I'm in County Derry, not far from Belfast. The whacking gig in 2019, maybe a fan, and the crazy type stage. Haha. Mike is a good addition. Cool. Good stuff.
Thank you.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Mona in Louisiana, another great show, dancing all around. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate that. More coming in here. Jessica Stevenson watching on our YouTube channel. Everybody watching on our YouTube channel, hey, we would love it if you subscribe to our channel, Jim Masters TV. We do this entertainment lifestyle talk show series 7 days a week with incredible guests from around the world.
Hey, Jessica,
absolutely.
Jessica always supports the live streams. She's always there.
Thanks, Jessica. Hopefully you'll check us out more often.
In the UK, she's learning tin whistle. Stay with it.
And the Rumjacks say that everybody should subscribe to the Jim Masters TV channel, right?
We do say that.
Thank you.
Johnny and I say that. Our drummer Pietro, I don't know if he says that or not, but I'm sure he would.
Probably in Italian, right? Or
yeah.
He doesn't say much.
And
Karen
guitarist Gabriel says even less.
says even less.
Pretty much says nothing actually.
And the rest are in the bathroom. Karen, you guys not only sound good, but you all look pretty good too. That's terrific.
I gotcha.
On a Sunday too, Cool. She also says, oh, that's cool. That comment too. Yeah. There's a little bit of a
my favorite band.
Yes, absolutely. And Rugby Scott, love the song, been on repeat since it dropped on Spotify. Really, really cool. And Merlin says, thank you, Johnny, for explanation on the tattoos.
You're welcome, Ellen.
I know whose music I'm playing at my St. Patty's Day supper.
Hey.
Really cool. And love it. And Johnny, love your hairless cut.
That's
cool.
I did nothing to do it. I did absolutely. That's the lack of something. Is the lack.
You know what? Guess what? You know who we've heard from? Pietro. I do say, loving the show.
Ciao, Chicho.
Ciao. Welcome. So he's loving the Jim Masters Show live, and you guys being with us, I think it's awesome. Welcome, Pietro. Really, really cool. Let's let's see. Jessica says, "Hi, Mike. Great to see you again. Long the lives and the tin whistle is going good. Cool. Deciphered. Yeah.
She loves the lives. She loves all the lives.
Oh, the lives. Yes. Deciphered. I love that word, deciphered. And ciao from Pietro.
Yeah.
And
what's your favorite?
What's the favorite bird?
Oh, it's the New Hampshire state bird, which is just their man of the mountain that fell off.
And that's
if you don't know this, the state of New Hampshire is so proud of this man on the mountain. It was a mountain that had a face that kind of didn't really look like a man at all. And it fell off a few years ago. And like people went home from school and like people's dads came home from work and like just didn't talk for a week. And it was a big deal.
It's live free or die, right? New Hampshire's live free or die.
Yeah, and boy do they mean it. No seatbelt laws.
Yeah.
we die like real men.
That's it. Hey, we have now we've got another one. Now this another video, more music. This one has an extra special meaning. Goodnight and Mcmahon. This is a punk rock mourning song of acceptance. The last song on the album, the song written by you, Mike, reading through a late friend's poetry. You recall all the times two friends casually said, let's write a song together sometime. Dedicated to dear friend Liz Stan Blake, who passed in 2020, whose poetry was used to help write the song. Tell us about a little bit more on that inspiration and the importance of the song and the message of this great song, Goodnight and Mcmahon.
Yeah, so Liz was a really good friend of mine. She lived just up the block from me in Boston, and we would go out drinking all the time, like we were drinking buddies. So and she was a poet. She was a barber. She cut my hair all the time. But yeah, I don't know. We were just real good friends. And yeah, she passed pretty unexpectedly in June. And we had always talked about writing a song together. You know, we never done it. It's just kind of like, you know, over beers, just like, hey, you know, let's write a song together. Let's do it. Never got around to it. So now I only thought it was kind of appropriate to kind of take some of her poetry and work it into a song. As my way of, you know, my tribute to her. And then for the music video, our third friend, Corral, the three of us, we were like an unstoppable trio taken to the streets of Alston. It was dangerous if you saw us out there. But yeah, so I don't know. So we only thought that it was appropriate to, I don't know, honor her in making this lyric video that was just us hitting up the old spots where we say hang out.
And Johnny, it's a really touching song, isn't it, Johnny, to be involved in a song like that, paying homage and heed to somebody special?
Yeah, for sure, as well too. And when Mike sent us the song and the ideas, it was a bit different as well too. Not different, it kind of sounds weird sometimes, but yeah, it was just something a bit kind of fresh to what we wanted to play, and we all loved it from the very beginning, and we really enjoyed it. It was kind of like it's a really straightforward song, you know, for us on our end, you know, like obviously there's quite a strong meaning to the song and whatnot as well lyrically, but the song's quite basic musically and it's straightforward, and it's kind of one of those ones that I think the lyrics kind of take charge in that song, and just that's the focus of the song, you know, with little dashes of, you know, whatever in there as well too. But yeah, straightforward song, easy to sing along to, and you can kind of gives you that freedom to listen to the lyrics a bit more as well too. So it was a good song for us to record, I think. It was nice to have on the album as well.
All right, well, check it out, and then we will get ready to wrap soon, because I think one of you has to take off, right? Is it you, Mike? Because of the studio. Yeah, he's in that recording studio. So we'll do that, and then we'll get ready to sort of summarize and wrap it up. And here it is again. Enjoy this song, Goodnight Mcmahon. It's actually an important song.
steps with the lipstick kiss goodnight. Watch for me down Cambridge Street, smashing out the lights. Your words came steady and your words came quick. Your talk was heavy as we walked the bricks of this town that you never would admit you loved. The whole wide world, it was keeping you from good night. Make amends, we'll see where this one ends. I'll meet you at the bottom of the road. Good night, sweet friend, until we meet again. I'll keep you in my broken heart and soul. Market Street's never gonna be the same, and Washington lost its rhyme. It's gonna be quiet round Union Square with the withering neon signs. And your desolate kingdom of sprawling bricks came crashing to the ground. We strode like kings through the Austin snow when the bars had kicked us out. Good night, make amends, we'll see where this one ends. I'll meet you at the bottom of the road. Good night, sweet friend, until we meet again. I'll keep you in my broken heart and soul. Made this town your own. You made your mark and left the scars unsown. With ironclad bones, you made this town your own. Made your mark and left the scars unsown. Good night, make amends, we'll see where this one ends. I'll meet you at the bottom of the road. Good night, sweet friend, until we meet again. I'll keep you in my broken heart and soul. Good night, make amends, we'll see where this one ends. I'll meet you at the bottom of the road. Good night, sweet friend, until we meet again. I'll keep you in my broken heart and soul.
That's really, really special. What a way to celebrate a life too, and a really special friend, you know, really well done. Anita Daly, Hearts, South Bay Rick, love the song. Rugby Scott, beautiful tune, gents, sad but hopeful. Thanks for all the music. Juanita in South Africa, great song, beautiful lyrics. Sorry about the loss of your friend. Great tribute to her. Jessica Stevenson, great song. Really, really cool. Austin Field, another great song. Great catchy song as well. Love it. Awesome tribute to your friend, Mike. Really, really nice comments coming in here. Thank you, Rumjacks, for sharing your amazing story, your awesome music. Continue the success. Thank you for a lively afternoon. Love the music and energy that you bring to it. Love the song. Great lyrics, great voice, great song. Basil Cook is watching too. Hey, Basil, welcome. And thanks for everything you did to help put all this together, Basil, as well. Ciao. Good to see you here. And thanks, guys, for sharing your music with us today. And Gianluca, Bas, and all kinds of good comments. Before you scoot out, what are some of the things that, sort of inspire you and give you that inspiration to create and deliver all this cool music for the good of all of us, guys?
Well, for me, I just love writing and making music. And mostly I love playing music. So I love writing music mostly because I want these songs to be played live. The big inspiration for me is being able to get on a stage at a festival eventually one day, whenever those come back, yeah, I don't know. My inspiration is just because I love performing and playing and writing music, and that's really it. And it's, I don't know, the best form of expression for me, you know.
Well said, my friend. And Johnny, how about you? You've been with it since the very beginning. You've seen it morph into different, things. What are some of the things that still, juice you up, inspire you to want to be out there and creating great music?
I guess it's touring's a big part of it. So traveling and touring, meeting people, learning new things is super important as well on a personal level, I guess. But then also you kind of bring that back to playing music, creating music, and whatnot as well too. So the traveling and touring is as hard as it is sometimes. It's super fun, and I do miss that a lot. I do miss that and interacting with people, as we all do in many forms at the moment with what's going on. But fingers crossed that all gets fixed soon, and we can go back to somewhat of a normal life. But yeah, I guess traveling and touring, it's strange because it does inspire you to do more and create more because you love doing that, like Mike said as well too. It's playing live, it's playing to people, it's meeting people, it's weird little stories that come from that, and if that becomes a song, then that becomes a song. If it just becomes a good memory, then it's a good memory. It's a pretty fantastic position to be in, to be able to do that kind of stuff. So we don't take it for granted, and we do miss it. So fingers crossed, when we're all out to do it again, we can get inspired by everyone on the road and keep recording music and keep touring.
Absolutely. Guys, you're the best. And I know, Mike, you got to scoot off because you're there actually at the recording studio producing some things as well. So thanks for the time, guys. You're truly amazing. And of course, folks can go to the rumjacks.com. This album is dropping on March 12th. So look for it, Hestia. And before you go, is there anything else exciting coming up that the Rumjacks are planning or working on? I know you can't necessarily tour or travel because of everything, but anything that you got like on the back burner that you hope is going to happen with the group?
Well, hopefully we can meet up again at some point as well, whether that's playing gigs or recording again. Just keep working. That's what we've always done. That's what we'll always do. Just keep working. Whether that's new music again in the future, that'd be cool. For us, like I said, personally, playing live would be really good. But right now, these next few weeks is super focused on Hestia to come out on March 12th. So for the short term, that's the focus. Like you said, rumjacks.com, all pre-orders and bundle packages are all available there, which really help us out a lot at the moment because touring is a huge aspect of being in a band, and none of us can do it at the moment. No bands can. We're no different to many other bands, so that's like helps us out a lot. If anyone can jump on there, that would be really good. But yeah, just share the music, whether it's through Spotify, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. It's always a big help. But yeah, once we can get back together and look at each other in the face, maybe that's playing gigs or it's creating music again. It's either way, we'll take it. But we all miss each other as mates, but we miss meeting new people as well too.
Well, you met a lot of new people and they've met you here on the Jim Masters Show Live. You guys are welcome back anytime. Loved having you here. I wish you nothing but good health. You and your families, great continued success. Hopefully, see you guys when you do come to the States. Let's stay connected. Keep me posted. Love to have you back on the show. And I hope the show met whatever expectations you guys had.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, thanks for talking to us and showing everyone our music. It's awesome. It really means a lot to us.
It was my pleasure. And I'll see you somewhere, Mike, probably in traffic on I-95 or
you can find me at Bar in New Haven. That's the best pizza in the United States of America.
It's fantastic, isn't it? You're on
Bar Modern. I like those two.
Let me know when you're there. I'm buying.
Absolutely.
Cheers to you guys. Sláinte.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you.
All right,
guys. Thanks for watching.
All right. Good luck with the new album. Take care.
All right, Johnny. Let me know how that rash heals up.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's do the after show about the rash.
They said the cream should make it go away. Anyway, thank you so much.
This is the post show. All right, gang. Cheers, Sláinte. Look at Johnny's getting he's turning red now.
But,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
you've
a
got an
rash.
empty glass. That's not so good.
no, I
Go
know,
fill it.
So I won't.
Thanks, gang.
But,
Take care.
Thanks for having us, Jim. Appreciate it, mate.
All right. My pleasure. I hope to have you back. You're the best. Take
Right.
care.
No, might
Thanks.
go and record. But,
Yes, it goes and record.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having us.
Really, it was a pleasure, and I hope you guys, everything goes well with being able to tour and all of that. And actually, while you're still here, because I know Mike had to bop out because he's recording, more here. The Pot and the Kettle, and that live version in a pub on YouTube was a big part of checking out the Rumjacks. That's cool.
Yeah.
And we got some shamrocks coming in from South Bay. Rick, smiles from Juanita, South Africa. Share the music, share the levity. Absolutely. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Thanks for sharing your music. Somebody asked how long since Mike joined the group? Recently, right?
He was asked to join in April last year. So really, it's been under a year. It's been under a year since Mike's been in the band, and the amount I think we've done has been quite a lot, to be honest. Like in that kind of short amount of time, the amount of work we've done is like we're quite happy with it, you know.
Yeah.
And he just fit in really, really well. Like we're very lucky, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
He fit in so well, and we got along so well. And we knew of Mike, you know, and we, like I said, we played I think 2 shows together previously, but
because you were probably on a search. You know, he's in the United States, band's based in Australia, you're in Ireland. So were you on like a big search looking, all over the world for the new lead singer?
No, we didn't. Mike was the first, he was the go-to that we
He was the one.
That we went to, and we're just very lucky he said yes, because like I said, we knew Mickey Rickshaw. You've seen some of the guys in the background before. We knew the band. We heard the music, and we knew what he was like as a songwriter and a performer. When we got to see him, when we finally got to play with them in the States 4 years ago, and then we did one like super random gig in Germany with them, and we played with them. And he's a great front man. He's very energetic.
Yeah.
Really good performer, and it was like, wow, we really appreciated that in what he did, right, great band, Mickey Rickshaw, and great frontman, super enjoyable. And then when it came to that time to find someone new to front the band, he was kind of the obvious choice. So we went straight to him, and thankfully he said yes. So we didn't have to go through anyone else. Yeah.
I would imagine too, it's not easy being in a band. That's it can be a tough life. You're always touring and out there, and you always got to have high energy, especially this band. You got to always have to have real high energy. You always got to be on and really supercharged. With all that, has the whole experience for you being one of the originals, Johnny, probably exceeded anything you could have thought it, would have been when it was first put together, the band?
Yeah, well, everything exceeded anything because we didn't expect anything.
Right.
Like I said, there's those typical lines, we just wanted to play in the garage, We wanted to be in a band, and we wanted to play well. We wanted to play as many gigs as possible, whether that was, 20 gigs a month in our own town or it was all around the world. We just really enjoyed playing gigs, like we never thought the idea that like a really fun time with your mates would become a job. That you happen to really like. No, we didn't expect that. But like I said, there's plenty of those one-liners that a lot of bands put out. But we just wanted to play as much as possible. And if that meant, you got to take things a bit more seriously, you got to take it from a hobby to a career, then that was its natural progression. And that's
right.
That's what we did. We still tried to kind of keep it a bit real, like amongst ourselves, but things change when you're playing in a garage to planning tours around Europe and whatnot. There's a bit more at stake.
What do you see? Oh, yeah, it's a whole other thing, and then touring the world too, and then having the music out for people to purchase and all. What do you see or hope is the future of the group? and what you'd like to do. Tour in the United States, tour around the world, play in some really cool venues, things of that nature too.
I guess for the last like 4 to 5 years, we've played a lot in Europe, which has been amazing. Like it's really like a fantastic hub for us, and we got a good following and fantastic memories, and like I said, really good like kind of crew established around Europe. We definitely want to get to the States. It's been a big thing for us for quite a few years now, and obviously no one can tour at all at the moment. But if you mean in general, yeah, we really want to get back to the States. We've had really good support pretty much from day one from America, and when you get little things in, or even little comments, or if you get like the data in and people tell you where all the bits and pieces are coming from,
right?
The States have always been really, really good to us, and I think it's about time we kind of paid back our respects to the support that we've got from America and whatnot. And it's just another place we really want to see more of as well, like on a personal level. It's a beautiful country, the minimum amounts that we've seen it, But yeah, traveling and touring is a big thing for us as individuals. But yeah, we've had fantastic support from the States. So we kind of want to give back to everyone who supported us like that. I think it's only fair.
So right now, are you in Belfast because of the pandemic? You're home with family that bring you back. Would you normally be in Australia?
It depends. It depends on the touring year. When kind of COVID hit, we were in Europe when that happened, and it was a bit up
tough
in the air,
lockdowns.
Traveling so far back to Australia. So I have lived here for a few years between tours when we're not touring, but like sometimes we tour for like 7, 8, 9 months a year. So I do use here as a bit of a home base now, but I do like to get back to Australia to see my mother and father, and my brother is still there as well too. But all the rest of my family are here in Belfast. So I'm very fortunate to have that support here as well.
That's cool. That's really cool. For those who have never taken that flight, how long is that flight from Australia to what? Do you go straight to Ireland, or you go to London first and then Ireland? How does it?
Well, now it's not too bad. Now it's not too bad. When I was a kid, we used to have to go Sydney, Singapore, Amsterdam, London, Belfast.
Wow.
So that was like almost 2 days of travel.
Yeah.
Now it's really good with the flights. When I went home last, like 2 Christmases ago, I just went Dublin to Abu Dhabi and then direct to Sydney. So not too bad. So I think it was like 23 hours travel time. So it's still long. Like it's a long journey, but it's way better than what it used to be. Yeah, way better. So.
Sydney is pretty much the home base then, right?
Oh yeah, well the band has, because before again COVID, we toured so much. It is more focused now in Europe, to be honest. But we do get back there when we can, as much as possible for family and friends. But like I said, COVID aside, we're normally so busy, or like when we record in Italy. We don't have to go back to Australia to do it. It's we do spend a lot of time in Europe, and then if we're not recording, then we're touring it. So it's kind of like we almost maybe don't really have homes. Like we just
wherever. Which when you're in a band, that's kind of like what it is. It's usually out of a suitcase and out of a bus or what have you.
It's not a complaint. I'll tell you that. It's a weird way to live, but it's super fun. Yeah.
So your background, are you 100% Irish?
My parents and all my family are, but I was born in Australia. I was born in Perth, Western Australia.
In Perth, yeah.
So I think I spent a handful of months there, and then my parents moved back to Northern Ireland again, and I was here for a few years when I was very, very young. But I did all my school in Australia.
You did it all there,
But we came back as teenagers and wanted to see the family, and it's not like a big foreign land we were just, never got to see or experience or anything like that. Our parents, got us back here and whatnot. And Adam, Abazuki player, all his family are down in Dublin. and whatnot. So he was living there for a while when we were touring again as well too. So we have that kind of, at least our family here in between tours. If we choose to spend a little time here in Ireland or back in Australia, we kind of got that choice, you know.
Who's some of the musicians, performers, bands that have always inspired you, that you've always looked up to, that you've always enjoyed?
I'd say first and foremost, The Clash was one. I got a big Joe Strummer portrait on the back of my leg tattooed. Again, in that kind of stage where all the old folk music, whatever, it's the kind of stuff you hear in the background and it's always there, but you never give a damn about it, like you kind of ignore it for a little while you're listening to nice aggressive music. But then you realize kind of bands like The Clash, how they did punk rock so well, but also brought in like ska, reggae and whatnot, and just very good songwriting in a time where you just could kind of play your instrument as badly as you wanted, and as long as you dressed the part, you got away with it, But The Clash did it with a bit more finesse and actually very good quality songs. So I'd say Joe Strummer in general and The Clash, but then obviously the likes of the Pogues, Shane MacGowan, would probably be up there in short. There's obviously plenty of influences in what I listened to growing up, from what the parents had on the radio in the background to what my mates listened to at school, and you put on your headphones and listen to when you were a young teenager. So I think that's where that nice kind of balance comes in.
What would be if somebody's, maybe they caught it today and they're like, wow, this isn't what I expected. Maybe they thought of punk music or punk rock in a different way. And by hearing this and with the Celtic vibe, the Celtic rhythms and all the other influences and nuances that you blend into it to make it a really unique sound. It's absolutely unique. It's something really, really special. What would be a couple of things maybe that you would think of if somebody had a misconception about that genre of music, and now they're hearing this and like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's a cool little genre of music where there is more to it than you think sometimes. I think the Pogues is a really good starting point. They're the kind of the godfathers of it, if you will. Shane MacGowan, his writing abilities and the songs, everything he did for that genre of music, bringing folk music, Celtic music, and then kind of putting a bit of pace behind it, giving it a little bit of attitude, if you will, whatever, and that kind of character he brought to the Celtic punk world. That's probably the starting point, and then there's a million one veins off of them, that have kind of done their own part. But definitely as a starting point, I would say the Pogues, if you're looking for Celtic punk rock or whatever. But then, before Shane MacGowan, before the Pogues, there's, again, a million veins before he came along and took that and then did his thing with it, So I think it's a lot broader than people imagine, But,
right. It really is.
Which is cool, which is it's good to kind of look into and research and discover like this kind of music that, you don't have to be Irish or of Celtic background or folk influenced music, folk itself is very broad, folk music of Australia, there's like,
right.
There's plenty of that around the world. So influence from many things, So like I said, Pogues as a starting point, if you ask me, is pretty much a safe bet,
It's really amazing. I think to some people who weren't aware of it, but especially with Ireland, there's this wonderful affinity for folk and also country music. So many Irish performers, musicians, singers love country, especially the American country. Have you noticed that as well?
Yeah, I love. Before I played in the Rumjacks, I played double bass for a rockabilly band. So obviously, rockabilly is very heavily influenced. With country and rock and roll and western swing, all that kind of stuff, bluegrass. So I love country music. So on my leg, I actually have Joe Strummer of the Clash tattooed on the back, and on the front I have Hank Williams tattooed on the shin. Yeah, so
Wow.
2 portrait tattoos.
I was going to say, you've got the full Monty there, everything covered.
Yeah. So, but I look, I could assume, I could guess, but I guess with country music, it's still about like storytelling, and it's very danceable music. It's very listenable. So I can understand why people find the connection between the two. It's I wouldn't say they're like, hand in hand, but there's definitely I could see why people who love folk music, like I said, broadly folk music, listen to bluegrass, to country, to Irish folk, to anything, like it somewhat complements each other in a way,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Well, my friend, this was awesome, getting a chance to chat a little bit more with you as well, and the audience watching, whether they're watching live around the world on the show or watching in the archives, really, I think got a good, if they've already known about you guys, I think they got an enhanced sense of the beauty of the material and what it is you guys are all about. And for those who are watching for the first time and saying, wow, the Rumjacks, I've sort of heard that name, or really wasn't sure what they were about, what their music sounded like. They got a really good sampling of some fresh stuff, like literally hot off the presses, and cool stuff. And again, very rhythmic, very energized, very enthusiastic about life. And I think they got a really good taste of who the Rumjacks are, and many of them have been expressing, they're going to run to Amazon, Spotify, therumjacks.com. They want to they're signing up and lining up, which is awesome, my friends. So you and the gang are always welcome back on the Jim Masters Show live.
Much, thank you.
Cheers, Slancha. I know you got an empty glass. But
I won't cheese you an empty glass. I don't want to do that.
No, yes.
I want to. But thank you very much for having us, and again, thank you to all your listeners for tuning in. Hesty is out March 12. Like I said, pre-orders and bundles are already available at rumjacks.com, and you can get it all there. As you've already shown, there's three or four songs already out and available on Spotify, Amazon, all the rest. But if you can get in there and pre-purchase the album, download all the rest, we'd greatly appreciate it. It helps us out because we can't play live music, we can't sell t-shirts to you and have beers with you at the pub, but we're going to release some music for you. So if you like it, jump on and grab it for us if you can.
Absolutely. Fantastic. If you're waiting for a Sunday, surely we can get a Belfast show happening this year if things open up for gigs.
Love to. Yeah, we played Belfast once. I think 2016. It was at the Voodoo near Castle Street. It was a Monday night. There were not many people there, I tell you that. But that was the only time we played Belfast. We played Dublin, I think, three times now. But Belfast only the once. So we're definitely due
do a return visit, right?
Another turn to come back in.
Absolutely. All right. I salute you guys, and thanks for all this time. This really was cool. And anybody that wants to see this episode again, or you want to share the links, it's right there on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. We invite you to do that. And we look forward to staying in touch with you guys, and hopefully seeing you in person. We'll break bread. It would be really cool to do that. And continue to celebrate all that you guys are doing. It was an awesome afternoon here, and night for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's fine. It's still early enough, but hopefully we're in the States very soon. We owe you guys, so thanks for all the support. Cheers. Absolutely.
Yeah, Mike and I aren't that far from each other, both East Coast, Northeast, so we're close by. So that's kind of cool. And again, the rumjacks.com, everybody, is the site. And good luck with the new album and everything coming up for you guys. All right, Johnny, you go stretch those legs now. That's what I tell all the guests. All right. Cheers, Slancha. All right. Really cool to have the guys from the Rumjacks on. That's a couple of the guys. There's several more. We talked about some of the other members and their contributions to the group as well. If you were watching for the very first time, welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. This is our entertainment lifestyle talk show series. We've been doing it now for some 300 episodes. We've been doing it almost 7 days a week live. And it's really cool. Amazing guests and terrific, inspiring, epic conversations. We don't rush the guests. We don't rush them through. We have a good conversation. In this case, lots of Irish crack and some Australian crack. and USA Crack, CRAIC. We make sure we always spell it. The album, again, is coming out March 12th, and you can see that at their website. Check it out. You can do bundles. You can pre-order as well. If you want to pre-order it, go to the rumjacks.com. You can pre-order it. And again, it's really cool. You got a chance to really get a sample of maybe a new group that you're going to add to musical repertoire, which is really, really cool. You always, experience something new in life. And on the Jim Master Show Live, we bring variety and great entertainment, inspiring conversations, light, love, levity, and as we call it, lovity here, with amazing guests from all around the world and epic conversations. So for all that have joined us, we encourage you and would love it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. You can also find me at various locations as well. I'm on Facebook at Jim Masters TV. Would love it if you like the page. Instagram is Jim Masters TV. Twitter is Jim Masters TV. Periscope and Twitch, all Jim Masters TV. This is our show that we created, the Jim Masters Show Live, not like a stream or a podcast. We actually produced this like a television show because of my background in television and radio multimedia all these years. So we have a good time, a lot of work behind the scenes putting these shows together, but we love doing it for all of you. It's a true blessing and a joy to have you viewing and sharing the links and telling everybody about our series, the Jim Masters Show Live. It really is something, quite a community, something really special that we created here, on the air. And I think it was really, really cool. Linda, thank you for watching as well. Hope you're having a good evening there in St. Augustine, Florida. Just want to show you a couple of the guests that are coming up this week. We've got some really cool people. We've got award-winning actor and singer Brian Charles Rooney. He's coming up on our show on Tuesday. So check that out. We will be here live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then from Rock of Ages, Rock of Ages, right? And so much more. An incredible singer and performer, actor, Joey Calveri is going to be with us speaking. Now that's on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Speaking of Irish, the Byrne brothers are going to be here. That's that young family, incredible musical group, originally from Dublin, and then they moved to Donegal. They live in Orlando, Florida now. You see the three brothers and their dad, Tommy, on the right. We're all excited. They're actually going to do a mini concert live here on the Jim Masters Show Live, the Byrne brothers. This is an exclusive coming up this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on our YouTube channel. And if you guys really love some of the Irish flair and flavor, we have had Damien McGinty from Celtic Thunder on, Ryan Kelly from Celtic Thunder, Keith Harkin. I've interviewed all of them on American television, and they all popped on the Jim Masters Show Live. Chloe Agnew, who you know, of course, originally from Celtic Woman, brilliant fiddler, violinist, and more. Mairead Nesbitt, who's a dear friend. She's been on the show. She's coming back on the show March 20th. Another buddy, Neil Byrne, another great musician from Celtic Thunder, and also Byrne and Kelly with Ryan Kelly as well. Neil Byrne is coming back in March on the Jim Masters Show Live as well. We've had Phil Coulter on, Sir James Galway, of course, Roy Buckley, George Hutton, Oscar Blue, Emir McGeown, live from London, wonderful Irish flautist. We worked on a public television special together called Celtic Heart with composer Tim Janis, and a bevy of incredible. So if you like the Irish flair and flavor, there's on our YouTube channel, you can binge watch not just Irish themed guests, but a bevy of guests we have from television, film, music, Broadway, science, health, wellness, food, comedy, sports, inspiration, and many, many more to come. We are booked with guests all the way till I think almost the end of April. And here it is, just the end of February. The show has just really taken off. Want to let you know, too, something really exciting. Legendary Hollywood legend. She's an incredible actress and comedian, Judy Tenuta. Yes, Judy Tenuta is going to be here. She's hilarious. You've probably seen her on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. way back, and so much more. She's really, really fantastic. She's going to be here. Another Hollywood legend, Dee Wallace. She was in the movie E.T., the extraterrestrial. She was also in The Howling, lots of movies. The Hills Have Eyes. She was on the TV series Murder, She Wrote, Touched by an Angel, The Streets of San Francisco, and Policewoman, and so much more. She's been in the business decades, and she's got 3 new movies coming out, 2 TV series coming out. Dee Wallace is joining us in a couple of weeks as well. You can find this show, or Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, the Jim Masters Show live, generally 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Sometimes we do, like we did today, an earlier show to accommodate our guests who were international overseas. Johnny in Belfast, Mike up in snowy New Hampshire, just outside of Boston. So love all the lads. That's fantastic. Dee Wallace, good night, friends. Ann says this afternoon was perfect, so full of energy. Thank you, Jim. Wonderful evening. Good night, all. Perfect. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Kathleen says, great show. Thanks, Jim. Have a great night. Good night, all. You too. And Juanita says, well, definitely add them to my playlist. Thanks, Jim, for introducing another great group to us. My pleasure, Juanita, in beautiful South Africa. What a lively, energetic afternoon. They are awesome. Made me smile. Perfect. A great way to celebrate your birthday weekend. Happy birthday once again in Nova Scotia. Karen Campbell Green. Perfect. And Willie's still watching in the Netherlands, in Holland. She gives all kinds of claps and thumbs up. So, cool stuff, folks. We'll be back Tuesday. We're not here tomorrow. I have a busy day with television productions and television and radio work. So we'll be back Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Missed an episode? You can see all of them on our YouTube channel at Jim Masters TV. So we will see you on Tuesday with actor and singer Brian Charles Rooney. And good night, everyone. See you all Tuesday. Juanita, thanks for being with us. And everybody who joined us. If you joined us for the very first time, we welcome you to the Jim Masters Show live entertainment lifestyle talk show series. Hope you enjoyed this episode. This is your host, Jim Masters. Thanking you for your time this time. Till next time. See you on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on the Jim Masters Show live. You take care and be well. Thanks for being with us. Love you all. Have a good night.